I'm a right-winger. I'm a capitalist. I'm a nationalist. And I'm angry. I make videos warning people about the dangers of slave morality, and with the execution of Charlie Kirk, I hope more people will wake up to the destructive nature of slave morality. We already know what is better. We know that it's better to be strong, to be smart, to be healthy. We know that slave morality lives off of redefinition, so we know that what we view as better, they will villainize. They will take the negative and glorify it. They will be weak, unhealthy, stupid, fragile people, and they will always try to control others. This is why Charlie was murdered, because he advocated for being better. He said, get married, have children, have a life worth living, and follow Christ. Now, I'm an atheist, so I can't agree with him on following Christ, but can anyone explain to me why it's worse to get married, to have children, or to have a life worth living? If you can explain it, you're the problem. You're the useless mongrel that is trying to make everything worse. And this is directed at all slaves that celebrate his death. What was Charlie's crime? Did he kill someone? No. Rape someone? No. Did he traffic someone, sell drugs, harm children? What did he do that warranted his execution? He said things that you thought were mean. You fucking brainless monkey. You do not kill people over their speech. That's what happened. Charlie committed no crime and you think he deserves to die. So the concept is, if I think someone says something mean, I can kill them. Do you really want to play this game?
I know it because they have retina scans, they have what they call racial profiling, DNA banks, and they're monitoring our people to try to prevent the one person from coming up with the one idea. And the one idea is how we are going to exterminate white people, because that, in my estimation, is the only conclusion I have come to.
If we play your game, I can kill him, right? He said hateful things that I disagree with. He even called to have me killed.
I would say our country should be more fearful of white men across our country, because they are actually causing most of the deaths within this country. We should be profiling, monitoring, and creating policies to fight the radicalization of white men.
Her too, right? Apparently it doesn't matter if what she's saying is fact, which it isn't, but just based on the notion that what she said is mean, I'm allowed to kill her, right? For spreading race hatred, right?
So I'm going to teach you a chant in Persian that you can use if you ever encounter those Zionist freaks, whether they be Iranian or whatever, all right? Now, I don't drink margaritas, but we all know what a margarita is. We all know what a bar is. So you're going to say, Marg Bar. Marg Bar. Marg Bar Israel. 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 Thank you.
What does that mean?
Oh, so it has two meanings depending on who's asking. It can mean death to or down with. So
can we get a Marg Bar America?
We can get a Marg Bar America. Yes, we can. Marg Bar America.
Marg Bar America.
Marg Bar America.
Marg Bar America.
Thank you.
Remember, based on your own logic, I am now allowed to kill these people. Ignoring that they are actively preaching for my destruction, what they said was quite mean. Leftism, communism, Marxism, it doesn't matter what you call it. It's always slave morality. These people are some of the most useless people on the planet. Not only are they the opposite of good, but they openly advocate for making everything worse. Charlie wanted to debate, and he was killed for it. Yeah, but he said mean things. He said men can't be women. Well, they fucking can't be. And I don't care about your pathetic justification. Again, Do you want to play this game? How utterly fucking inferior and pathetic of a human you must be to have that thought in your head that I should kill someone over naughty words. Instead of proving that you are better than someone, instead of proving that you are the one that's right, you decide you should kill him. You killed him for talking. And you think this is the right thing to do. You're a coward and a slave. And as long as you exist, you and your life will be dedicated to making everyone and everything worse. For what? All for your pathetic little ego. Oh, is someone so worthless that they need everyone else's validation? Can't have other people view you as worthless, so you need to lie and redefine what it means to be virtuous so you can be seen as having value instead of actually having value. I want you all to be better. However, there are people out there that are always trying to make everything worse. They are slaves. They have had their morality inverted. Anyone that advocates for things that are worse should be ignored. Not killed, ignored. Let's take the fat acceptance movement. Is it better to be fat or fit? Fit, obviously. As you gain fat, you lose skills and abilities. You make yourself worse. So much so that some of these people are bedridden. How is that better? You want to be fat and happy? Go for it. But when you start promoting it, telling everyone how good it is to be a fat, useless tub of shit, you're the slave. No, we will not be worse just to make you and your little ego feel better. We know that you're promoting this because of how useless you are. That you need to say, oh, it's good to be me, because you're obsessed with external validation and the thoughts of others. There are people out there that are always trying to make things worse. Do not listen to them. Remember, with the slave, it's always the opposite. So the slave wants to enslave you. The mainstream media is constantly lying to you and giving their own personal opinions about everything, including about people like Charlie.
You know, let me just say a couple of things. One is, what happened to that young woman was horrible. And it's everybody's nightmare. If you're in any public space, a subway, whatever, that something bad is going to happen to you or somebody you care about. So it does strike a chord. We don't know why that man did what he did. And for Charlie Kirk to say, we know he did it because she's white, when there's no evidence of that, it's just pure race mongering, hate mongering. It's wrong.
Oh, it's wrong for him to state facts about how DeCarlo says, I got that white girl. But not wrong for you to call it racial hatred or race mongering. I'm sorry. Did Charlie say black people are evil and whites are the superior race? No. Go figure. Charlie states facts. You state your opinion. And he's wrong for that. In no uncertain terms, Van Jones, fuck you. No one gives a shit about your useless Marxist opinions. Oh, I bet you thought that we all forgot about that, huh? Yes, we know that you founded the Standing Together to Organize a Revolutionary Movement and wrote the Reclaiming Revolution Manifesto where you claim, quote, as we crafted our second points of unity document, 6 ideas form the core of a new, more robust political unity in the group. Revolutionary democracy. The belief that our movement will have to replace the falsely democratic capitalist state with a truly democratic people's government. Fuck me, you people are brain dead. Okay, fine. Democracy. Ignoring that we don't have one. Let's run with it. We all voted and 51% say we can enslave you and your kind once more. That's democracy. That's what you want, right? Revolutionary feminism. The belief that women's oppression is fundamental to this society and that we have to place sisters at the center of our struggle. Revolutionary internationalism. The belief that white supremacy is a critical force impacting world politics, and that third world communities inside and outside of the United States, along with white anti-racist allies, need to work in solidarity to build the power we need to overthrow the global system of white supremacy. Ah, yes. White people make up 8% of the global population. China and India have almost 3 billion people between them, and then add in Africa, you're now close to 4.5 billion people. Yeah, sure, white people are holding all of you back. Just admit that you're useless. We'd have more respect for you if you were honest. Central role of the working class. The belief that, in order to defeat capitalism and other forms of oppression, the working class will have to play the central role in the revolutionary struggle. This is why we all think you're useless eaters. You believe that capitalism is a form of oppression. Capitalism is defined by voluntary trade between parties and private property ownership. You think that is oppression. Now, once again, all of this is your opinion. None of it is fact. You're a moron, but no, you should not be killed, even though, again, people like you advocate for my destruction. So in lieu of advocating for your death, fuck you, and fuck every other member of the media that does the exact same thing as you. Oh, Charlie Kirk is a Nazi, even though we have zero evidence to back it up. The guy who vehemently defends Israel and even says that God blesses those who bless Israel.
If you bless Israel, you will be blessed. If you scorn Israel, you will be scorned. When I went to Israel, I was able to cry where Jesus cried, where he was betrayed by Judas and arrested, where he rose from the dead and gives us eternal life. I am not an apologist for Israel, but I reject wholeheartedly this narrative. Christians who turn their back on Israel, it says in Genesis and Romans, 1 Thessalonians, Paul said you will bless the Jews. If you bless Israel, you will be blessed. If you scorn Israel, you will be scorned.
Fuck you and your redefinition. No, you don't get to redefine words to demonize people. Do you want to play that game? Fine. Every single member of the mainstream media are pedophiles and rapists. I don't have any proof, but apparently I don't need any. Things will only get worse until we stop slave morality. We need to stop promoting being worse. Stop lying about people. Stop listening to people that are. If you are out there praising the death of Charlie, please know we all know how worthless you are. We all know that you don't matter and you will never do anything of value with your life. And like usual, the part that makes it all worse is you don't need to be worthless. It's your own choice to be this way. Stop it. Do something that fucking matters. And no, it's not killing a guy because he said mean things. You care about shit that doesn't matter, and you do it vocally to try and be seen as the good guy. Also, other people will tell you how good you are, even though you are a life unworthy of life. Hey there guys, thank you so much for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't already, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you all in the next one. Thank you again so much for watching.